How much of our lives have we been looking for the roadmap? Being human is hard enough, but you would think they'd at least provide a roadmap. And there's a lot of texts that help, a lot of support from guides, and it'd still be nice to have a bit of a map of the process. So one has been evolving in my consciousness for a while, and I want to name it here, and I think some writings will happen around it. It appears to me that if this is the journey, and it starts with getting ready. It's like you get conscious, there's a journey to take. Oh my goodness, if I'm going to keep this relationship, I've got to take myself on. Oh my goodness, if I'm going to be able to stay employed or build the life I want or serve my family, I've got to find a way to get into this life and live it. And the first step is surrender. So the thumb in many traditions represents the will. So it's surrendering. It's, in a sense, let God's will, not my will, be done. And so you're turning it over to Spirit, who knows much better than you what needs to happen next, because you know you don't want the way it's been. You're asking for a cusp, a break, something new. Lift me up, Spirit. Help me live this from a higher plane. So that's surrender. It's when you finally do the first step in all the 12-step programs, which they have a lot of success helping people with their lives. The first step is I found I was powerless over all my patterns and behaviors and beliefs and oy vey. And I turned it over to a higher power. Second step. That's where it begins. Surrender. So the first part's surrender. Then you come to allow. You come to allow. So you've turned it over, get out of God's way. Allow that in you, which is invoked by your prayers and your desires, to work it with you. And when you allow, you let go of all judgments about what should be released, what it means. You're not figuring it out or doing or anything. You're being, and you allow. So you cook in that. You kind of cook in each one. I did about 2 years of surrender. And then I learned allow. Oh, that was probably 2 years as well. And then accept. So that new you that's evolving because you quit making yourself up, you drop into acceptance. Oh, I'm here. When I quit working at making my life work, it works. Pretty good. Yeah, I've arrived. It's okay. I like it here, and I got here so I know I can get everywhere I want to go, or at least more places. Thank you, God, Goddess. Thank you, Soul. So that's accept. That's pretty wonderful, peaceful. And then that may be a while too, a lot of self-acceptance, self-forgiveness, letting go, realizing you're not what's happened to you, that you're this eternal being that's done other lifetimes too, and some of them are tough. Oh well. Earth is a schoolroom. You kind of have to get over it about the school lessons. So when you do and you accept, then you come to acknowledge. Whoa, I'm part of something bigger than me. Actually, Spirit is working in my life. I got a better relationship with my body than I've had, and I think I know the way home with my body. And more importantly, I'm doing it. I'm doing good. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, thank you. Connected. Thank you all. You're doing your part, and you helped me learn to do my part. Thank you. I get better and better at it. Acknowledge. And then arrive. One of the hardest things sometimes in a journey of healing that spans years or decades is knowing when it's over. Arriving at it. Arriving. Just, oh, here I am. If you've ever been on a long trip and you come home and you make it through all the travels and you get to the door and you put down all your stuff and you collapse on the couch. You arrive. Or maybe you do it your way, something different, but before long, there's just the the out breath, I have time for an in-breath and an out-breath, and I could just be here. Yeah, I like this life. I think this'll do. This'll do. Okay, here I am. Who knew? A couple years have arrived. For those who have been the best at building amazing work or empires or audiences or followings or whatever, the arriving is a huge developmental step. For some it takes moments through years and weeks through months and eventually months at a time, and arriving at just arriving can be a multi-year or a multi-decade process. And then there's nowhere to go because it's just here now and then everything's here. So you're on the way and you're there most of the time, more of the time. Good enough. Plenty good enough. So if you do these, you surrender. It's the only S, the rest are A's. So it's a big surrender. Allow. Accept. Acknowledge. Alright. So I sense it applies in the bigger journey, the meta journey, that this may be lifetimes, a lifetime's work. We got a lifetime. I spend it on, might as well spend it on something worthwhile. And I also sense it can happen in a few moments. You're in a place with a beloved of some kind that's, the mind's kind of wanting to go at it. A little bit of Aries Ram energy. Yeah. And you surrender. Somebody says, I don't want to do this. And you go into the heart. And you wait till you arrive. So you surrender. What's the next one? Allow. Okay, what if I just allow what's here right now to be here right now? What if I just allow? And you invite each other. Let's allow. few breaths. What can we accept? Doesn't have to be 100% accept or allow. What can we accept? Each accept some things and some breaths. Let that integrate. What can we acknowledge? To acknowledge each other. There's always things to acknowledge with someone you love. And you receive. And then you arrive. You arrive in now. You arrive in what the now is after you've done the process. So maybe you came together to do the process. Or maybe you came together for now. Or maybe it comes and goes and maybe now gets sweeter. Takes up more time. That'd be worth investing in. Requires having your voice. Asking for what you want. Surrendering. Allowing. Accepting. Acknowledging. Arriving. Enjoy that nugget. I love to see where this is going. Thank you for the blessings of caring about my teachings. May your lives be blessed. May we all feel the support of our spiritual family of light. And brethren, send your energies out to the world. Keep your energies around you as a field of light. And send spirit out. Guides, angels, archangels. Please shower this planet with love. With all the solutions and resolutions necessary for the whole planet to surrender into its divine essence. Let itself arrive at healed. It may be in your children or children's children's time, but it's your turn to turn the tide. That's what this generation at all ages is about, turning the tide. Join us. A lot of us on this side of the veil supporting this. Turn the tide. Turn it toward wholeness, wellness, heart-centered, love-ruled, welcoming, caring, supportive, and acknowledging community. Yeah. It's got our vote. Blessed be you. May your own guidance come from the highest places and assist you in evolving lives of ease and grace, where your highest destinies evolve. Blessed be. And feel the showering of love. Let it shower through your life. Everybody gets a shower of love and light. Blessed be.